These are the best Karens who got owned and humiliated moments. Let's begin. This Karen was actually denied service at this McDonald's when she helped herself into the back. She actually confronted the employees face to face behind the counter who were asking her to leave the premise before getting back there and throwing all of the items around. She then got face to face with the manager screaming and abusing her before throwing a drink at her. This actually went on for several minutes until the authorities had to show up and arrest her. Let's have a look.
Sorry, I've been up all day.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Sorry.
Good.
Yes,
Plus,
get out!
God assaulted her. She can put you in jail.
Go ahead. I don't give a shit.
Billy assaulted
I don't
her.
give
and
a
me. You hit me and her.
I don't give a
Go to prison.
Okay, then I'll go.
Battery.
Then I'll go to prison.
Do not touch her
I
again.
didn't go to
Don't touch my boss again.
whatever. What?
Please. Bounce.
Whatever.
I ain't never had black eyes in my life. Oh. I ain't never had black eyes in my life. In my life,
Okay, so this incredibly offensive Karen was walking around this park and harassing this mother's children because she profiled them and didn't want them to be there. That was when the mother of the children overheard the conversation and confronted this Karen and completely put her in her place. This Karen was humiliated when this mother followed her around, defending her children and letting everybody in the park know what was going on. This Karen continued on her tirade though and was an incredibly offensive person, so let's have a look.
Yeah, and I'll have call CPS.
Call CPS. My kids turd.
Did you just
Can
hear
you
him
do me
say,
that?
hey, black
Get
people?
out of my face.
Your kids just
You
said,
hear him
hey,
say
black
black
people in
people?
front of us.
Get out of my face.
Man,
Call
can
the
you give
cops.
us
Call him.
What are you going to call them for?
You want the
Get
phone?
out of my face.
What are you going to...
You want the
Let's
phone?
go, boys.
Call him.
No. Your boys need to stop calling my kids black people and turds in the toilet. Teach them manners. I'm going to protect my kids. I'm going to protect my kids. Teach your kids not to talk to black people
Get
any
out of
kind of
my
way.
face.
I'm not in your face. I'm telling you to correct your children. Because I'm protecting mine as well.
Yeah, and I'll have call CPS.
Call CPS. Call CPS. Your kids, so are you. Correct them. Teach them how to act in public. Because ever since we walked up,
We're going home.
please take them home. As soon as we walked up, you guys be calling us turds.
You don't get in my face like that. Lady.
You tell your kids to have respect. Turds in the toilet. Hey, black people. Hey, black people. We're black and we're proud, and we love it. We're black and proud. Tell your children that.
Okay, so this male Karen found himself having a complete meltdown on this airline when the captain of the flight had to intervene. This gentleman was disorderly and not following the same rules as everybody else, and after several attempts of the air stewardess trying to get him to comply and follow the rules, things escalated quickly. The strangest part about this ordeal is when this Karen had a total meltdown, he completely lost brain function when he started ravaging like a savage dog. So let's see what happens next.
Now. Sit down now. You can't hold us. We're not on the ground, sir. Sit. Yes, we are. We're only grounded. Sit. You see anyone else getting up? Sit. God. Sit. You sit down on that seat and you stay. Don't fight it. Really? Sorry. Voting of America is not disgrace. I think.
This huge argument took place in this parking lot when this gentleman came up to this completely random stranger and hit her car window. She got into a huge screaming match with him and he was anything but polite about the situation when he told her to go back to her own country and called her some very offensive names. This lady was not very happy with him though and things escalated quickly, so let's have a look.
See my window, right?
I did.
Do it again.
Go
Yes,
yourself, you
just hit
Indian.
my- You just hit my
Indian.
window.
Get the out of my
I'm not
country,
Indian.
Indian.
This not your country, you dumb. Come here. You're not
Get
done.
out of the car.
You're not
Here.
You're not done?
Here.
Didn't you
Here.
just tell me to get out of your
That's for
country?
you, mother.
Just tell me to get out of your country? Didn't you
mother-
just off? And you call me an Indian? I'm still here. You have me up.
This Karen had to wait in her car for this construction crew to finish up before she could drive along. This Karen didn't think that this was acceptable and got out of her vehicle to confront them and cause hell. This Karen went into a total meltdown when she tried breaking their equipment and demanding that they move along immediately. This only made these construction workers take longer as they had to deal with this Karen, and if she had just left them alone, she would have been able to drive along sooner. Let's have a look.
Marty, let me have a you. Open it, guy. What the is you doing? Open it. Let's go.
That's a felony.
Now.
Yep, that's a felony right there.
Oh, that's a felony?
Yeah.
You think I ain't been in prison?
Back up. Back
Why
up.
are you holding us like that?
Back up. The pilot car's coming. I don't want no problems with you.
I know who's coming. Because you're a god caller. Think I'm scared of you?
Right,
You kidding me?
Here's the pilot car.
Go ahead. Woo! In the name of Jesus.
Back up.
These people have been holding us here because she off.
Back up.
But she can't be.
up.
Nah.
Back up.
They holding the whole line up. Yeah. They holding the whole line up. Because I'm a drunk and I was a smart and they hold that whole line up. Yeah. Let us go. Please. You could be getting
This gentleman had some serious road rage at this teenager when the teenager wasn't even the one at fault. The gentleman got out of his car and confronted this teenager, demanding that he get out of his pickup to fight him. This obviously wasn't going to happen and only made this Karen even angrier when things escalated quickly. This male Karen threw all sorts of insults out and only got even angrier when he wasn't getting a reaction out of this teenager who refused to fight him. Let's have a look.
Get going.
Dude,
You're
who
a little
are you?
punk. Go.
You're like 45.
And I will stomp
Talk
your in
to
the
a-
ground.
For what? Talk to a
Yeah,
20-year-old.
bring it up. And you're a little girl about to get your whooped by a 45-year-old man.
Because you're in the
Step
middle
out
of
of
the
the truck.
road.
You almost ran over me.
I went in the other lane.
You're
I was no you.
You're a
You-
little you know, you get out.
You're like 50 years old talking to a 20-year-old.
You don't want to take
Do you feel like a man?
You don't want to take
You feel like a man?
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
You
cool.
feel like a
For what? For
There you
going
go.
in the other lane. You're in the middle of the road.
almost just got whooped by a 45-year-old dude.
You feel like a
Rick,
hard, don't you? I am recording it.
I don't think I am. Stop, like you got balls and you don't.
You came up and flipped me
You
off.
stop! No, I thought
You flipped me off,
You
so
stop like you got balls!
And then I said,
you
what is
don't.
the issue? I said, what's the issue?
You ain't got balls!
I didn't say I did. I never once
Record
said that.
You ain't going viral when you got no nuts.
Okay. You're a 45-year-old dude talking to a
You
20-year-old.
just got lit up by an old 45-year-old man.
You're a bad, aren't you?
Yeah, I win.
You feel like
lose.
it, don't
Oh,
you?
you flinched, little lady.
No, I'm good.
See, because you know you lose.
How do I lose?
Because I will beat your into the ground all day long.
That's kind of isn't it?
I will beat your dude. Hop out.
I don't have to hop out of my
It's
car.
cute to laugh.
I mean,
That's what a girl
You're
does.
being a psycho.
You're horrified.
You're.
This gentleman placed an order online to pick up some food, and when he received it, his order was completely wrong. Instead of getting the right order sorted out, he decided to yell and scream at all of the employees while abusing them as well. This male Karen went into a total meltdown all over receiving the wrong order, and instead of it being fixed up, he instead wanted a complete refund and thought this justified abusing the employee who didn't even make the order. Let's have a look.
You need to fire some of these motherfuckers up in here. Get my right or give me my money. Eating off my food. Look at did I order this? Me and you talked on the phone personally. I didn't order it. Look at this. Look at this, man. What is this, man? What is this? I didn't order crab cases. This has been bit off of in here. This ate off of, homie. I'm mad. Look at that.
This Karen was driving very dangerously and recklessly when she was flagged down by this other driver. This other driver tried to let her know that she shouldn't drive like that, but this Karen had a total meltdown when she tried to yell her point across. This Karen tried to state why she was speeding and driving erratically, and even justified it as her husband was sick, and thought that that gave her the right to drive recklessly and put other people's lives in danger so that she could attend to her husband sooner. Let's have a look.
goes towards you, you think that I'm striking. You're going to go down to the police and say, she beat me about the face because she pointed at me.
Do you take meds?
Does she take meds?
She's fine. She's staying calm. You're yelling. You're parked in the middle of the road.
She won't let
She
me
is
speak.
listening.
My husband is home being very sick, and I needed to make an errand, and I needed to make it quickly.
Then you were
If
going.
you're from Pomfret, you won't listen to me, I'm sure.
I'm from Barnard.
If you're from Pomfret, you know well.
Family is from Pomfret.
I don't give a if your great-grandfather was Ethan Allen. Would you listen?
My aunt's uncle was Ethan Allen. Great-great-uncle.
Really was.
She must really be a good friend because she's heard everything you said.
No, she really
Does
is.
she ever shut up?
You're the only one talking.
No, she won't let me talk. I'm trying to tell you about my husband and why I was doing what I was doing. Number one, that is my normal speed.
There's no reason to run over somebody. You're normal.
Thanks for watching, guys, and if you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on.